What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's good? You made it. Another episode of the Growth Mindset. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Used to be what's on your mindset, and we switched the name up. I did that as a and B. I wanted to see how did it respond to people more, and I've been really plugging the growth mindset for like a year. That was originally the name. Um, So what happened was I wanted to try some marketing and see what happens if I switched it up, and it worked. I see you here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate y'all. I just have a few points for tonight. We're gonna talk about everything. Long week. I appreciate y'all pulling up to hear me rant because I need to for sure. Um, and this is a good place to just like relax. If you hear me cut the music down, I'm just trying to obey the new laws I was telling you guys about in the last few episodes. They changed the music, the trending music. You even see Kanye, he took his music down because they're not letting him play his music in other platforms. And I don't know, there's a bunch of legalities going on with music. But I was telling y'all that's where we're going with. They're going to end up having to charge us per song. So creators is going to have a problem. I feel like it's coming around. It's about to hit the bang for creators. We're going to have a problem when it comes to music and putting music on the back end of our content. So get ready for that. That's happening. That's coming soon. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's happening now. As you can see, it's affecting money sales from the artists. So yeah, we're gonna talk more about that later. We'll get into that. Um, but I want to talk to people about digital marketing. Now, I don't know if you ever thought about doing it. Digital marketing, right? It's basically what everybody is doing online right now. I think the big boom actually started during the pandemic. And, a lot of people didn't have jobs, they didn't have ways of income at the time. So they created their own freelance work on the internet. Most of it was marketing, product placement, and branding. But then the door was open for regular people to get this money. Regular people can, like me and you, I still consider myself regular. We're gonna get into that. That's a little bit of imposter syndrome. But regular people can now do what they see other people do. If you invest in yourself, which I love to say to other people, invest in yourself because that's you never know where you're gonna go. You never know where you're gonna need. You never know what new outlet is for you online. You never know. So if you invest in yourself and just take the time out, read, watch. I was talking to my wife the other day about consumers and producers, and it's okay. I mean, like literally, my wife's the consumer. I'm the producer. Like so, she likes to sit on Instagram and TikTok and scroll, and I used to do that, but then we started to I switched it up and became the creator. Now I create content for people to scroll and like and comment on. So that's pretty cool, right? So we all can learn from each other in this space. And this space is vast. It's full of energy and it's full of room. There's room for new people to jump in the space of digital marketing. And product placement is digital marketing. You watch TikTok right now. Everybody's on TikTok doing digital marketing right now. TikTok Shop. And there's tutorials on even how to do a TikTok shop. Take it from me, if you're going to do a TikTok shop, make sure you invest in opening your own business first. You want all that money to go through there. The taxes you'll have to pay, being a freelance vendor at the end of the year, you're gonna have to file different code sheets that you have to file, and you have to figure out how to avoid Uncle Sam, taking your personal money. So you really just want to create a business so you can have all that money going through the business. You know, the best thing to do is to get a business, start your business, get your LLC or whatever, and then after you start your business, you want to get a business account. And I say you go with Bank of America is good. I've been with Bank of America for a while, and they're good for mortgages or like business loans, especially for small businesses and people of color. They have a lot of grants for us. So Bank of America is a good one to go to. I would either that or Capital One. That's another one. And then if you have any credit unions in your area, deal with the one that has the most stars. And I feel like I honestly think that that's the way to go right now. Is starting your own business, creating a path line for you to make your own money. Even if you have a 9 to 5, keep your 9 to 5. I'm not even telling you. A lot of people will tell you to quit your job. Nah, keep your 9 to 5. I want you to keep your 9 to 5. I want you to work as that, make that the capital, so you could throw that into your business. The money you get back, you pay your bills, and your free money that you usually just have for yourself, put that towards your business. Build something for you to start. Where you can make money and you can have the benefits that you offer your boss. You know, um, there's so many. There's major benefits from owning it. Like you can work from home. You can start work with your own talents. Use your talents, things that God gave you to make money, to generate income. You could leave something to your family. Could build financial independence. I mean, you have to believe in your success. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? I don't understand how people don't understand that. You work to achieve a legitimate income for yourself and build bricks for the foundation that you're going to leave for your people. So I feel like that's something you want to work on. And you could teach your children, teach your son, your daughter, so they can learn how to make money from young. They can learn math and science and everything in the business. So it's good to own your own business. That's just my opinion. I mean, we can get into that, but I had a lot going on this week. A lot going on. I know y'all come here to hear me rant. You come here to hear me talk, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There are a lot of podcasts out there, and people have their entertainment, and they like to listen to fun and jokes and whatever else going on out there. But then you have the section of people that are educators and want to teach people how to learn, figure things out, how to build, how to learn money grant, ways to get that money, grants and things that can help your business. You don't want to always indulge into entertainment all the time. All entertainment, it doesn't have to be fun. You know, Entertainment could be boring, but boring is good too. Making money is sometimes boring. When you're watching the stock market and you're waiting for if you learn how the candlesticks move and you're watching the grids, that could be boring to someone that don't understand it at all. So yeah, I mean, if it's not boring to you, that's good. You could teach the other person how to learn to to make money and watch the grids and be boring just like you with full pocket full of money. A credit card that's in the green. I mean, don't take advice from broke people. Don't do that to yourself. Don't take advice from someone that doesn't have the same energy as you. Don't take advice from someone that don't believe in their own self, and they'll tell you what to do. Stay away from those people. That's just some advice. Stay away from those people. You don't want that. You don't want to deal with the negative. We call it the hate that comes from the background noise. They'll try to take you off your grind. They'll take you off your focus. You got to find time. You got to make time. You got to find time to make time, especially if you got kids. You got a family. It's not easy to run it. Not easy being a solopreneur. People say, "Oh yeah, go ahead own a business." Like I say, "Go ahead, go start your business." I ain't say it was gonna be easy. I just said it'll be beneficial. I never said it was easy. Owning a business is definitely like one of those boulders on your back that you're the only one that could carry. No one can really carry that for you. So you just, it's an everyday process. Sometimes it's a 25-hour day, and you have to have that in you if you really want to own a business. That's the kind of energy you need to push out for it. You won't be able to maintain it without it. And then you need people like me that could teach you, hey, look, if you put yourself in your back against the wall somehow, and you just don't know what to do, what move to make, there's people like me all day on the internet that'll teach you how to manage your money, to put it somewhere where it can grow, what kind of moves you can make during the daytime. So, and then get up early. If you really want to do the stock market, you can't be sleeping all day. Sleeping all day is definitely one of the worst things you could do if you're trying to be successful. You got to wake up. My wife makes fun of me every day because she likes to sleep. And, she works nights and I get that. But she laughs at me every time the alarm goes off my phone every morning. She literally will try to go to bed when she gets home at 7, 8 in the morning. And my alarm is hitting at 9 or 8, 8:30, 9 in the morning. But for me, that's early for me. I figured out how my time management works. You got to figure out your time management. Like maybe you need to get up at 6. Maybe you need to get up at 7. Maybe you need to get up at 4. But you got to figure out your time management. Um, I used to watch CNBC and just stay with my daughter when she was young. That's kind of what got me into where I'm at. When she was a baby, about 2 years old, a year and a half, 2 years old, I was home, at the time. And yeah, I didn't have the knowledge I have now at that moment, but I was learning it and I was reading and watching her. I had the time to stay up late, watch CNBC, and just learn. And I seen where the money was going, and I watched these shows that'll show up around that time frame, 4:30 to 7, 8 in the morning. And I'm watching the bell ring, and I'm watching all the stocks move, and it just drew me in. I said, you know what? I want to learn this. And from there, it just sparked everything. It sparked me wanting to get into stock market. It sparked me reading more about it. It sparked me with my focus. It sparked me just tapping in with people on a different circle than the one I was normally sitting in. You gotta remove yourself out of circles. That's when I ask, are you ready for the change? Because sometimes you gotta look at yourself. Are you even in the right position to make the changes you want to make? Maybe the first change you have to make is removing yourself from people that aren't lining up with your future. Once you remove yourself from them, then you can say, okay, I got room for the new people to sit around me, teach me, and we can move forward together on this path. on the money path or whatever path you're on. But as long as you're falling in a line, it'll make it there together. If you have people sitting back and they're holding you back, you'll be held back. You're not going to move forward. They're going to figure out ways to hold you back. They'll down talk you. They'll make you feel like you're not the person you are. And that's why I want to tap in with y'all with imposter syndrome. We're going to talk about that. I know if you didn't know what that is and you heard about it, then cool. If you don't know about it, listen up. Imposter syndrome is real. Imposter syndrome, and here I wrote down a definition for y'all. It's the inability to believe the success you work to achieve is legitimate. So basically, you're just telling yourself you didn't earn what you earned. You beat yourself up. Here's an example of it. Uh, and I hope you don't do this to your kids if you got kids. But let's say your son or your daughter comes home with hundreds all the time, most of the time, right? And or they 90s, they're in the upper grade level, and then they come home with the 80, 85, right? Then you say, well, what happened to 100? You don't even congratulate them on the fact that they're still busting their numbers. You know what I'm saying? They're still up there. They just, maybe they missed a question or something. But that's going to beat your kid down to make them think that they're not as good as they think they are. It starts from young from that. So, imposter syndrome could come in any different angle. And with content creators or people that are trying to build their own thing, they suffer from imposter syndrome. There was a time it could form depression on you. It could literally break you down if you let it. You just can't. You have to tell yourself that's not true. What is true is the achievements that you do see in front of you, the steps you took to even make it there. The work you put in, everything you wrote down, all that counts towards you being who you want to be. So there's no way that you're not who you are. So make sure you tell yourself, yeah, I am him. I am her. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. It's working. Literally, like if I only speak to one or two people, I'm happy with that. I know there's more, but I know if it was only the one person that listened to me or two people, I grabbed I changed two lives, that's fire to me. That means, you know what? Continue on because now the two could turn to 10, 10 to turn to 20. It'll keep building as long as you keep moving forward. You can't stop moving. That's the problem. People will stop moving. They will listen to the background noise and it will they'll cut themselves off. And that's something you can't do. Now, how do you overcome imposter syndrome? You can't doubt your skills. You know you earned those skills. You know you went and did the work. You know you put yourself on the edge. You've seen the clouds of smoke. You went through it. You came out on the other side of the failure. You figured it out. That's it. That's it right there. You figured it out. You are who you are. And just believe in yourself, man. Just believe in yourself. That's it. I mean, it's a syndrome that's real. It could deteriorate you, but it's all in your own head. I mean, like I said, if you grabbing one person, if you made one sale this week, you're doing all right. You're doing good. Just push a little harder. Let's put just next week. Let's push for 2 sales. Let's push for 3. You know what I'm saying? But just keep moving. Don't stop. That's the part of the imposter syndrome. How you overcome that. Just tell yourself these affirmations every day. Every single day. Every single day you wake up in the morning. Every day you gotta tell yourself, I'm great. I belong here. I did the work. I'm breaking my neck. I'm doing the research. I'm reading the books. I'm listening to the people. The ones in front of me, the teachers, the ones that are doing it, that are there. They're where I want to be. So I'll listen to them. I should become them, and it's as simple as that. Like if you want to become rich, you surround yourself around rich people. If you want to stay a bum, stick around bums, and that's what be your outcome. You won't have to worry about how do I become homeless. Hang out with the homeless. If you want, if you want to become, strong, hang out in the gym. If you want to, it's just there for you. Go get it. That's all I'm saying. Like sitting around waiting for someone to feed you this knowledge is not going to help you find it. You gotta go and try to track it down yourself. That's what I can say. You know, and teach your kids. I can't stress that either enough. You gotta let them learn what kind of level they're in and what level that you need to help them push towards. And I understand there's a lot of sometimes people, there are people that can't do certain things, and I'm not really speaking to those people. I'm actually just talking about the ones that are able. You are capable, so get up and do it. Because think about the people that aren't. You know, think about the people that actually can't walk, can't talk. You know, they wish they could do what you're doing. So give them something to watch. Give them some inspiration because they still follow you. They still like your posts. You know, they're your fans. They're your biggest fans for real. You got to be there for them because they showing up for you. If it wasn't for them, you would be nothing. If you had no one listening to your podcast, you would just be talking to yourself, like literally. Like, what kind of fun is that? You just talking to yourself every single day. I mean, and not for nothing, but we all watch a person's live. We scroll past and see a live on Instagram, and they may only have like one person in there. You can't laugh as long as there's one person in the room. You know what I'm saying? I rather just do a FaceTime, to be honest with you. If there's only one person in there, we might as well just connect on the phone, and I'll just call you and talk to you directly. You know, but it is what it is. We all got to start from the bottom. We don't all. I was just telling someone the other day, like, yo, literally, the celebrity that you like and you watch, they were nobodies once, and people laughed at them, and people said that shit wasn't gonna work, and then all of a sudden, boom, it worked. And I wish you could ask them where are the people that told them that wasn't gonna work in their lives today, and they can't tell you where they are. They don't care because they're here now, and those people still back there probably talking about the next people that they don't think is going to make it. Meanwhile, they not putting any energy in themselves. I mean, you can't talk about someone else if you ain't putting the energy in yourself. That's out of here. That's out of here. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot put negativity on someone that you would never do. You if you would never put in that same kind of work, you better give that person their props for putting in that work. That's crazy to me. If anybody does that around me, I gotta speak up. I'm like, nah, come on, man. How you talking about that person? What are you doing? What are you up to? Man, listen. Let's see. So moving on. We're gonna talk about something else too. Real quick, we're gonna talk about burnout. Burnout happens. Burnout happens a lot to people that They say even when a person like a podcaster, they might catch burnout their seventh episode and they just quit because it becomes too much on them, too much stress, or maybe they just can't find the time. You just gotta make the time. You gotta time manage yourself. Figure out, all right, where can I put my time and make it golden? How long will it take for me to do this? How long do I want my podcast to be? How long do I want my posts to be, or my reel? Whatever. Time management. How many of these can I do in an hour right now? How much batching of content can I create right now? Just because I don't know what other day I'm going to have the time to do this. You got to take advantage of that moment. Trust me. If you don't, you're going to fall apart and then you're going to just burn out. And then the imposter syndrome kicks in and you start telling yourself, well, man, am I really cut out for this? And you're really going to just beat yourself all the way down to the point where you give up. And I ain't here to help you do that. I'm not in the field of giving up. If I gave up, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to you. If I gave up, I wouldn't have the business still. I would have let it fall apart. Would have claimed bankruptcy already. I would have did, I wouldn't have pivoted when I had to, you know, and created a digital marketing company. That's what we are right now. I mean, shout out to all the digital marketers out there. There's a lot of digital marketers out there now. Pandemic created a whole bunch of us, but if it wasn't for that, then what? What do we have? You know, you know, time management. Make sure you set boundaries. Make sure you tell people, look, man, I got something to do. I can't have you messing up this moment right now. I only have 30 minutes to do this and whatever have you. I have an hour. I need this moment. And just set the boundary. Close yourself off. Hopefully you can do things inside of another area. Move your area away from the noise. Figure it out. But you can't quit. You can't stop. You got people counting on you that you never even met. You know, you got a field of people that are rooting for you. You don't hear the cheer, and that's what kills the people. Sometimes when you don't hear the people clapping for you, you don't think there's an audience. There's an audience. People are there. They're quiet. They're watching, but they're there. Still talk to them, and then create a conversation so they can talk back. And that's what I do online, and I like to teach people how to do that. And you can watch me as I grow. I'm growing my account from small. It went from 0 to 700, and then we had a nice couple of months, or couple actually a year or two of being stuck in the 700-800 range. And I was always like, well, how do I get out of this range? And what is Instagram for? It's not just to scroll. I figured that out about social media way before Facebook. MySpace taught me that. When I was rapping and I needed to sell my mixtapes and you could put your music on your page, yeah, I figured out marketing way before Facebook. So like I know that there's an outlet for this for everyone. And I just want to continue to push people out of their comfort zone and into this money. It's a lot of affiliate marketing that goes into this too. And people can make money by helping you make money. You can sell a product and then put a code on the back of your product for the consumer to now become the producer. They'll make passive income off of you creating something. So get to it. Like, I don't understand how much people don't understand that, but we're going to keep talking about it till you do. You can scroll Instagram all day long, but imagine scrolling it and then knowing that you're a part of what you're watching. It makes it all different. You're a part of the product. And Instagram's not going nowhere. Facebook's not going nowhere. What they're doing now, they're giving away incentives. It's going to get even better because they're watching everyone's real watch time right now. And if you notice that if you go into your professional account dashboard, you'll see a lot of changes they made to show us different types of analytics to help us make more reels. They even gave us a words and phrases section now. And if you don't know nothing about that, I made a reel. Go check out my Instagram. It's in there. I teach you how to put your words and phrases into your account. So now when people find you or their algorithm is on one of these keywords, your stuff will pop up automatically on their feed. Engagement went through the roof last week. So if you want to learn how to do this, definitely log into Instagram. Meet me online. I'll put everything in the description. You can find it. You can find me. Just come to the Instagram, Facebook, and I'll show you how to do it. I'll teach you how to do it. No problem. But you don't never hesitate to ask for help. You gotta ask for help. If you don't want burnout, just make sure you ask for help. Make sure you collab with people. Make sure that you write things down, you set your boundaries, you batch your work, and you break down all your tasks. I mean, this is my favorite last one I'm gonna give you. You don't commit to things that you know that you can't commit to. Don't say yes when you really mean no. Let your no be no. Let your yes be yes. And don't let your no get challenged. Like literally, if someone asks you for something, you say, yeah, you can have it. They ain't gonna say, you sure? But if you say no and they be like, oh, come on, they're gonna challenge your no. They don't challenge it, yes. Just make sure you commit to your boundary. Be like, you know what, I can't over deliver on this. I can't over commit on this. So let me just say I can't do it. Don't just hey, you want to go out on this such and such a date? Yeah, sure. And then when such and such a date show up, or in between that time, you already then position yourself to now like, you got to commit for that. Or maybe you didn't want to, so you shouldn't have. From the beginning, make sure you don't overcommit to things you don't want to. And all of these can help you avoid burnout. So shout out to that. You know. All right, so we're gonna talk about one more thing. I know I rant to you guys. You guys come here to hear me, and I appreciate y'all. You come here to learn, and I appreciate that too. And I'm starting a week to week checklist. So if you definitely want to have a workbook, a mental workbook that'll help you from your Monday through Friday, tap in with me. Make sure you DM me, and I'll send you the link to figure out how you can get your workbook started. It's free. For the first, I'll say for the first 15 people, it'll be free. And then if you miss that copy, you might have to pay for it, or I might have it in a bundle. I might put it in a bundle for y'all. I got a couple things in the works. We're gonna get to it. It's gonna be a good year. We're gonna learn a lot. I appreciate y'all pulling up. It's been a good session. We talked about a few things. Make sure you hit the website so you can catch all the offers and sign up for the newsletter. Cause I'll let you know what's going on every week, and what we're going to be heading into the weekend and doing. I'm going to start this work. I'm working on a project right now, so I can offer people that are interested in digital wealth and trying to learn how to make more, make content online and how to monetize your pages and everything like that. I'm gonna have a workbook working. I'm working on it right now for y'all. So just stick with me. I love y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. And till next time we rock. It's growth mindset. Y'all keep your growth mindsets on high and your energy higher. I'll see y'all later.